Well, g'day, and welcome back again to Zhao. And tonight we've, what are we? We've just gone past 10 o'clock. It's a Saturday night here in Zhao, and we're out for a little walk. We are down sort of beside Paifang Square. Paifang Square is up ahead of us a little way. We're out in this new food street area that they have built here. Going to take a walk through here, but as we're wandering through, we're going to have a little talk about the Chinese Zodiac, because it's something that's always sort of intrigued me. I've never looked into it a whole lot, but I remember I've always known as, you know, the 12 animals of the Zodiac, but there's also a sort of 60-year rotating cycle that runs through the Zodiac as well. So we're going to have a look at that. We're going to have a look at all the different animals, have a look at what, you know, if you're born in each year, what those animals symbolize, all that kind of stuff. Because, yeah, it is quite fascinating. As we're wandering around here, we're going to turn the camera around so that you don't have to be looking at my ugly mug. You can have a look at what's going on out here on the street. As I say, just after 10 o'clock on a Saturday night, there's still quite a few people wandering around here. So let's spin this camera around, and as we're wandering, you can have a look. So here we've got these amazing wire creations, which I've just seen these ones as I was walking down here. Oh wow, they've got one on or a couple of them on these spinning turnstiles. And then others framed in these with the lights going around, and they look really, really good. Oh, I like this one here with the actual wood underneath. That looks really nice. But yeah, some amazing creations. So we're going to look at the Zodiac. So what I did was got on one of the Chinese AI apps. I'm not sure what the name of this was, but I said to it, can you explain the Chinese Zodiac to me? What are the animals? What do each animal represent? What was each animal? Why was each animal chosen? How does being born in a certain year supposedly affect your life? And I believe there was also a 60-year cycle where there's five kinds of revolutions. What does the 60-year cycle represent? And here's the answer I got. So the Chinese Zodiac is a representative symbol system in Chinese culture consisting of 12 animals: rat, ox, tiger, rabbit, dragon, snake, horse, goat, monkey, rooster, dog, and pig. Here is an introduction to their symbolic meanings, selection reasons, and impacts on people's lives. So, symbolic meanings. The rat symbolizes quick-wittedness and adaptability. The ox represents diligence and steadiness. The tiger signifies courage and power. The rabbit stands for mildness and kindness. The dragon is a symbol of power and nobility. The snake represents wisdom and mystery. The horse represents freedom and vitality. The goat symbolizes mildness and tolerance. The monkey represents cleverness and liveliness. The rooster signifies diligence and integrity. The dog represents loyalty and protection. The pig symbolizes prosperity and kindness. Reasons for selection. There are various theories about the selection of the 12 zodiac animals. The theory of celestial phenomena and constellations holds that it is related to the 28 constellations in ancient astronomy. The theory of Jupiter's orbit believes that Jupiter's 12-year cycle affects the growth of different animals. The totem worship theory suggests that the zodiac animals are a continuation of primitive totem worship. The theory of daily life origin indicates that it comes from the observations of animals' lives by ancient people, and some zodiac characters are similar in shape or homologous pick the word, to the earthly branch characters. Okay, so impact on life. In Chinese culture, it is believed that people born in different zodiac years may have different personality traits and life tendencies. For example, those born in the year of the rat are considered quick-witted, and those born in the year of the ox are thought to be diligent and steady. These personality traits are believed to affect personal behavior, decision-making, and career choices. However, this is only a cultural concept, and there is no scientific basis to prove its absolute correlation with a person's actual life. The meaning of the 60-year cycle. The 60-year cycle is an important concept in the Chinese zodiac, also known as the Jiatzi cycle. It combines the 12 zodiac animals with the 5 elements: wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. Each year has a corresponding zodiac and 5 element attribute, and after 60 years it returns to the starting point. In Chinese traditional culture, this cycle represents a complete life cycle, symbolizing reincarnation and change. It is also used to predict something which is written in Chinese. For some reason they've got one Chinese word in here. So it is also used to predict whatever and good or bad luck, but this is more of a cultural tradition and belief. So I was born in the year of the tiger, 1974, so I'm a tiger. I don't really believe in any of that stuff, the same as I don't believe in the Western zodiac. I think you could find elements of pretty much any symbol in anybody's life. But anyway, so I said to it, can you explain more about the 5 element part of this? Why the 5 elements? What do they represent? What do they mean? How should they affect the zodiac? The 5 elements, namely metal, wood, water, fire, and earth, are fundamental concepts in traditional Chinese culture, representing the 5 basic substances and their characteristics in the universe. The connection between the 12 zodiac signs and the 5 elements is as follows. Metal. So, corresponding to the monkey and the rooster, metal represents firmness, decisiveness, and flexibility. People born in the year of the monkey or the rooster are generally smart, resourceful, and have strong adaptability and judgment. So it's getting a few more people as we head down this way a little bit further. I've got my head buried in my phone reading this stuff and not actually paying much attention to what's going on around us. Okay, next one, we have wood. Corresponding to the tiger and the rabbit, wood symbolizes vitality, creativity, and expansion. Tigers are usually full of strength and passion, while rabbits are gentle and delicate. Both have the characteristics of wood. Water, corresponding to the rat and the pig, water represents fluidity, strong adaptability, and changeability. People born in the year of the rat or the pig are often smart, flexible, and able to adapt to various environments. Next we have fire. Corresponding to the snake and the horse, fire symbolizes enthusiasm, motivation, and wisdom. People born in the year of the snake or the horse are usually passionate, energetic, and have strong creativity. And the final one, earth, corresponding to the ox, the dragon, the sheep, and the dog. Earth represents stability, reliability, and tolerance. People of these zodiac signs are generally down to earth, responsible, and have a strong sense of family and responsibility. The 5 elements have a mutual generation and restriction relationship. And this relationship also affects the zodiac signs. The mutual generation relationship is metal generates water, water generates wood, wood generates fire, fire generates earth, and earth generates metal. Okay, so yeah, see the cycle there. Their mutual restriction relationship is metal restricts wood, wood restricts earth, earth restricts water, water restricts fire, and fire restricts metal. For example, in interpersonal relationships, people with mutually generating zodiac sign attributes may get along more harmoniously and support each other, while those with mutually restricting attributes may need to pay more attention to communication and coordination to avoid conflicts. However, it should be noted that this is only a part of traditional culture and lacks scientific basis to prove its absolute certainty. Personally, I would say there is no certainty whatsoever in this. It is just a superstition, but that's my view. So I then asked it, so as a follow-up from that, as somebody who was born in the year of the tiger, 1974, how would each of the 5 elements supposedly affect my life? So, in 1974, it was the year of Jiayin, according to the traditional Chinese calendar, and people born in this year belong to the tiger and have, again, we've got a Chinese word of Daxi Shui, or great stream water, while another Chinese word is wood. Water, fire and earth have the following impacts on people born in 74 who belong to the tiger. So, metal element. Metal generates wood. In the 5 elements theory, metal represents wealth and power, and wood represents the energy and vitality of the tiger. The generation of wood by metal implies that tigers born in 1974 have the opportunity to obtain wealth and power. I have neither. However, metal restrains wood, so they need to be careful not to be too rigid and self-willed in interpersonal relationships, which may affect their career development and interpersonal harmony. The wood element. People born in 74 are of the wood, tiger type, with extremely strong wood energy. Wood represents growth and flexibility. They have a strong, enterprising spirit, active thinking, and are full of curiosity about new things. They are good at pioneering and innovating in their careers and can stand out in competition with their drive. However, excessive wood energy may also bring stubbornness in their personalities, and they may be prone to stubbornness when encountering things, needing to pay attention to being flexible in a timely manner. Water element. So again, a Chinese word, something of people born in 1974 is great stream water. And water and wood have a mutually generating relationship. Water represents wisdom and financial luck. The mutual generation of water and wood means that tigers born in 74 have a flexible mind and are good at seizing investment opportunities. I don't think so. To accumulate wealth. Well, that's never happened for me. At the same time, they are as adaptable as water, able to adjust their own states according to the environment, and are good at using soft-edged methods to resolve conflicts in interpersonal relationships, accumulating good resources. Fire element. Fire generates wood. Fire represents enthusiasm and vitality, and wood represents the health of tigers. The generation of wood by fire means that tigers born in 74 have good physical fitness and abundant energy. Yeah, well, that's probably a little bit me. They are passionate about sports and exercise and have a healthy lifestyle in terms of career. The enthusiasm of fire can also inspire their creativity and enterprising spirit, helping them achieve good results in creative industries. Okay, we've reached the end of the food street here. We're actually going to go around to the right here before we head into Paifang Square, because down this way we have a bunch of people playing. I've forgotten the name. We had a look at it a while ago, but we're going to go and have a little look at these guys playing this game, the kicking the thing game, we'll see. So, our last one was the earth element. Earth restrains wood. Earth represents stability and conservation. And wood represents the impulsive and adventurous spirit of tigers. The restraint of wood by earth means that tigers born in 74 may be impulsive and not consider the consequences when doing things, and they may encounter setbacks and obstacles. In terms of career, they need to avoid being too conservative and missing good opportunities. They can appropriately come into contact with things of the fire element to stimulate their vitality. So I then asked it, I'm still confused about how the 5 elements tie into the individual zodiacs. So is a 12-year period the cycle of one specific element, or is there a different way that they work? Because I thought it would be, you have one cycle of the 12 animals and they are all under metal, and then the next one they're all under earth, and so on. But it says the cycle of the 5 elements is not a 12 years. The cycle of the 5 elements is 10 years, with each element corresponding to 2 years. The combination of the 12, the people who were playing here have packed up and gone home by now. Okay, we're going to wander up into Paifang Square. So the combination of the 12-year zodiac cycle and the 10-year 5-element cycle forms a 60-year cycle. The specific correspondence between the 5 elements and the zodiac, okay, so wood, tiger, rabbit, okay, we won't go through all of them again. We did talk about that already. In addition to this basic correspondence, the 5 element attributes of the zodiac will be combined with the changes of the heavenly stems to form more complex, and then we've got another Chinese word which I don't know what it is. For example, in 2020, the Genzi year, the zodiac is the rat, the heavenly stem is the Zheng or metal, the earthly branch is Z, water, and the something else is wall hanging soil. So I don't know what any of that means. Something I'm going to have to do some more research about, because yeah, it is there's a lot more going on in the Chinese zodiac than we have in the sort of Western zodiac, I think. Certainly more than I understand. Yeah, the Western zodiac sort of lasts for a year and it's a monthly kind of thing generally. Whereas the one here, you know, it's one zodiac animal for each year. So yeah, I'm not sure. I'm still not entirely clear on what all of that stuff means. It's a very strange thing. Right, so we are now, what are we looking at? It's now heading up to 25 past 10. And we're just coming up. Paifang Square is just ahead of us. We'll take a little stroll through here, see what's going on down this way before we jump back on the bike and head back home. I've been, it's really strange. I haven't done this, making a video, for over a week now. Oh no, maybe it is a week. I think last Saturday we did, what was it, the soccer game. Yeah, we've had a really, really busy week at school, busy with work. I've had classes every day apart from Tuesday, and on Tuesday I was out at our new school helping a group of students making a video. They were doing a video which will be entered into a English speaking competition. They were sort of doing an English language video talking about Zhao and some of the attractions here, which I haven't seen the finished result yet. I'm still waiting to see that, but yeah, we might even do a video around that. I've got a heap of I've got about 30 other videos that various students have made that they actually want me to grade, which I'm going to sit down and do that tomorrow. So we might even do a video in the not too distant future and show you some of the work that some of my students have been doing. Here we have Paifang Gate up in front of us here on the right. Looking, oh man, this just looks spectacular under these lights. It was getting a bit dull and lifeless a few years back, but they painted it up probably 3 years ago, I imagine. They got out and repainted it, and man, this just looks absolutely stunning. It is a very, very popular spot for people to come taking photos, getting photos under the gate and stuff. It is, I mean, just look at that. How spectacular is that? It's absolutely gorgeous. Just beautiful. And then behind the gate down here in the on the road, we got a nice fountain down underneath there, which apparently was put in overnight. It was here before I got here, but apparently they closed this intersection down overnight one night, and the next morning they had a fountain up there showing whatever it's showing, showing the water spraying, I guess. So we've still got a few people wandering around here. There's still, it has noticeably quietened down since I arrived. So I've parked my bike, where are we? I've parked my bike just back here, the other side of the gate. And when I walked through here to get down to where we started the video, there was actually still a good crowd of people here. I was really surprised that it was still so busy so late. It's yeah, really, really good. It's one of the things I love being here, is coming out and being in places like this. Here we have some of these little toys that they fling up into the air here. So yeah, it's one of the things I love, is you can come out places like this and it's really, really safe. So these things, they fling these up into the air and then they sort of they rotate their way down as they fall, to slow their fall down. And here we go, up we go into the air. Wow, that one's gone way up, coming down to me. There it is. How's that? They sell like hotcakes here. There's always a stack of them flying around. But yeah, being here, I mean, we can see here, you know, 2 young girls playing around in here, perfectly safe, no problems. Lots and lots of families out still with young kids, all young kids running around and stuff, and everybody's safe. It's just, there's no issues here with people. It's really, really good. Yeah, I was talking about having a busy week. We've been, because of the National Day holiday, we had the week off. We've had lots of makeup classes. So I basically worked all day Monday. Was out there again, well, I went out for the day Monday, came back Monday night, then was back on the bus Tuesday lunchtime to head back out to the school, and I basically stayed out at the school until yesterday. I came back last night after my last class, and yeah, I had classes all day Wednesday, all day Thursday, all day Friday, sort of making up for the time lost during the holiday. Which really, I mean, I laugh. Just, for me, I always think to myself, why bother having holidays if we just have to work extra to make up for them? Just let us work through and have our regular thing, so we're not exhausting ourselves the week before and the week after a holiday period. It just seems like it defeats the purpose to me. I'd rather just keep working, but I like my job. I know a lot of people like the idea of having the holiday, having the week off. For me, I'd rather just keep on working. I love what I do, so I'd be quite happy just carrying on. Over now, right here, we have Star Lake Hotel. I've only ever been in there the once. Up the top of there, they have a rotating restaurant, which we'll have to try and get up there and have a look at sometime. Might go up there for a meal one night. I have never had a meal up there. A friend of mine who used to work there actually took me up there when I first arrived just to have a look. But yeah, I've not been up other than that time. It's, I think it is quite expensive in there. I've been in a couple of, so down at the ground level, they've got a series of shops. There's a bakery in there, there's various other bits and pieces, and they are rather expensive. It is definitely a tourist place. But it's a great looking building. It looks really, really good. Should have brought my drone out. I should have got my drone up and got some aerial pictures of that for you another time. But yeah, we might even try and get in there sometime and do a video in around there. So yeah, everything, we're all starting to quieten down now. Crowds are thinning out a lot. Sort of by 11 o'clock, it'll probably be pretty dead here, I would imagine. The people don't generally stay out in this area terribly late. We've got the ice cream shop here on the right, which is always busy. There's always a crowd of people in there. It's a very, very popular ice cream shop, that one. We've got probably, I don't know how many, there must be 10 or 12 of those ice cream shops in Zhaoqing, if not more. We've actually got one of them in our canteen in our school. So yeah, they are everywhere, very, very popular. I heard they opened one a year or two ago in Sydney, in Australia, and had hour-long queues out the front when they opened. I don't know if they've managed to stay very, very popular, but they're certainly popular here. There's always people around. Oh, look at this little fella wandering down here. People out with their dogs. It's a lovely, lovely atmosphere down here. It's always, always pleasant. Yeah, it's a great place. It's a really, really good place to be. I don't know that I've sort of been around other places that are kicking a cup around here, playing a bit of soccer with a cup. Just anything to keep yourself entertained. So that's Saturday night here in Zhaoqing, as well as a little bit about our Chinese Zodiac. So we're going to head towards the bike, jump back on the bike, head ourselves home. It is time to go and get ourselves to bed. Like I say, we've had a really busy week. I am exhausted. I was looking forward to just having a lazy day today, and then on the bus on the way home last night, one of our English teachers sent me a message and said, "Oh, would you be interested in doing a lesson with my daughter's class?" So I said, yeah, no worries. So we went out and did that this morning. That was really good fun. So basically one of our English daughters, one of our English teachers, her daughter is 8? Yeah, I think it's 8. So we had basically her whole class, I think about 35 kids, came down to a sort of private training center. They booked a room and had the whole class in there, and I just basically went through all of the stuff that they've been learning. So 8 years old is when they sort of start learning English officially in schools here. From what I understand, I might be wrong on that, but that's what I understand, what I've been told, if I understand what I've been told correctly. So yeah, their sort of first year of learning English. So yeah, all the parents want to, ask Cora, because Cora is, I guess, the go-to English person for that class when they need help, her being an English teacher, and asked her if the foreign teacher from the school she works at would like to come and do something with all their students. So I was very, very tired, but how can you say no? So we had a really good time this morning, although I am pretty bloody zonked now. I am ready to go home and chill out. Oh, this fountain that we had a look at a minute ago has turned this camera around again. This fountain has just been turned off, so everything shuts. So we've just gone past 10:30 at night. A lot of the lights around the lake, so we see the sort of blue lights that go all the way around the edge of the lake. A lot of them will be turning off pretty soon as well. We do still have quite a bit of traffic out on the road. It is still pretty busy out here. Saturday night, everybody's out enjoying themselves. And it's a beautiful evening. It's, what do we got up here? So the building up here, we've got the temperature gauge. Where are we? Up here. So it's 30 degrees still at 10:30 at night. It has been quite a warm day today. But yeah, we're going to jump on the bike. Let's zoom back out so you're not that close up to me. We're going to jump back on the bike, head back home. So if you've enjoyed this little wander around and this little look at the Chinese Zodiac, I might have to do a follow-up on the Zodiac, because there's still stuff there I don't quite understand what they're talking about. So we might do a little bit more investigation on that and see what else we can figure out. We might do a follow-up video, bring you some more information. But if you've enjoyed what we brought you tonight, like, share, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. Questions or comments, hit us up down there in the comment section. As always, Facebook, a Scott in China on Facebook. Come and look us up, join the group. I share random bits and pieces I find relating to China on there. And hopefully some other people will start sharing stuff as well. Of whatever they fancy sharing. There's no rules on that. If you find something in that group, or if you find something on Facebook you want to share in the group, you just share it. Yeah, bring it along. And as always as well, if there's anything you would like to learn about life here in China, in Guangdong, especially here in Jiaqing, down there in the comment section, if you come up with a good idea for a video, I'll go away, do the research, and make a video for you. But for now, thanks for watching everybody. Stay safe, and we will see you all in the next one. Cheers.